Welcome to the ESPN Esports studio from sunny Los Angeles. I'm Victoria Arlen, and the Overwatch League kicks off Stage 3 this week, and with it, the fabulous expert Emily Rand joins me to talk a little bit about, now we've had discussions about this, Geguri. Yeah, I did it right?
Yeah.
High five!
Good job.
Her play style and the expectations on the first woman to play in the Overwatch League.
Yeah, so she is joining in the flex tank position. A lot of people know of her because of this incident that happened when she was a lot younger, where during an online tournament she was accused of aimbotting, and basically it led to this public demonstration where she actually showed that it was a combination of like glitchy replays, and then she runs a really high mouse sensitivity, so it almost looks like jarring and kind of like stuttery when she moves. So that's where it came from, and it kind of led to this very public display where she proved that no, she was not using any sort of cheat aids, and that's kind of where people started paying attention to her career. She then became the first young woman to start in OGN's Apex, which was at that time the top tier professional Overwatch tournament, and now on the Shanghai Dragons. She is expected to start this week as the first ever female professional player in the Overwatch League.
So what stands out to you about her the most?
So in terms of her playstyle, I mean, she's coming onto a team that's going to be completely different because they're losing, their primary DPS player actually left at the same time, and she's coming in with 2 other Korean imports and another Chinese player. So this is a completely new team. Her job is to kind of balance, as a diva player primarily, her job is going to be balancing protecting her carries while also doing a fair amount of damage herself to the opposing carries to see if she can pick one of those off. So that'll be her primary role. They do also have another flex player, so we might not see her start necessarily, but we might see her be substituted in. There are a lot of questions about this team just because it, not only the addition of her, but this is almost an entirely new roster and probably a new playstyle from what they were running previously, which did involve kind of protecting that one DPS player.
So she has been described as shy, ambitious, stubborn, and you could even say hyper-engaged at times with her viewers on the stream. How, in your own words, would you describe her? Are these accurate interpretations, or do you have a few other adjectives?
One thing I really like about her, and I think people kind of underestimate, is like she has this really strong, stubborn streak. So even when, you know, she's kind of this naturally shy person and she's asked at a very young age to get up and prove that she has not been cheating, she does so, even though it's obviously like a very nerve-wracking experience. And every time she's kind of met with opposition, she kind of doubles down and pushes through and improves. And I think that's something that really speaks well to her character and also just to kind of her self-motivation and internal ambition.
And talking about kind of that ambition, she is joining a struggling Shanghai Dragons squad. No wins, 20 losses, negative 65 map differential with 2 other Korean speakers and Sky from China. What are we realistically expecting here with the addition of not only Geguri, but Ado and Fearless as well?
So that's the big question, is with Undead leaving the team, this is going to be a completely new Shanghai Dragons, a new coaching staff, new players. So no one really knows what to expect. I think the kind of good thing about it is that it's almost like you can't be worse than the previous team, right? So like
can't get much worse than
that. Exactly. So hopefully they can at least find an identity as a team, a new identity. And then maybe get something more than like the occasional map win, actually see like a trajectory of improvement.
Well, the world will definitely be watching for Geguri's debut. Well, actually, let's sign off with you pronouncing her name properly.
Geguri?
Geguri. Geguri. I like that. It's supposed to be related somehow to a frog, correct? Yes. Fun fact. Anyways, thank you, Emily, for joining. I'm Victoria Arlen, and for more on Overwatch League coverage, keep it locked in on ESPN.com/esports. Thanks for tuning in.